Hey, it's the Josie Files again, and today I'm going to talk about my last trip to Ulta and what I feel are my amazing finds. Let me back up by saying that in the summer of 2012, my friend and I were leaving a Cinderella concert, and we had just met the band and we were real excited, and walking back to the car, not paying attention to what I was doing, I stepped in a hole. And when I did that, I had fractured a part of my foot and made a small bunion bigger. And that led to a series of surgeries. Had to have the one foot done, then I decided to work on the other foot, and then I had to have the screws removed out of my feet. And the second surgery kept me from going outside. I had that surgery in June of 2013, and that boot ended up being on for 6 weeks. And if you know anything about Texas heat, you know, wearing all those cotton and the layers and everything is really, really uncomfortable. Not to mention that the footwear that you're supposed to be using starts to smell real bad. So anyways, but because of that, I ended up, I'm naturally fair complected anyway, but then that incident kept me from getting any sun at all. And now, fast forward to a couple of weeks ago, we have a wedding for my aunt, and first event of spring, and I'm panicking because I feel like that I look even more pale than I normally do, which is starting to bring out some things in my complexion that I don't like. So I go down to Ulta and head toward the my favorite go-to Bare Minerals counter, and found some powder that was a little bit darker than my complexion, so it wouldn't be too bad. And then I found these two items that I think have become a lifesaver. And the first item is called Rail Rested, and it is a face and eye brightener. And it has a brush applicator, if I can get this off, and you twist the bottom and the liquid comes through the top and you brush it on. The directions say you can put it on makeup or before you put on your makeup, and its description on the box says it is instantly brighten and revive a lackluster complexion, contains light reflecting minerals to even skin tones while improving skin radiance and visibly minimizing dark spots and colorations over time. And I have a spot on my forehead that before, the way that my hair parted, it would block all my forehead except for this one spot. And so people said that they couldn't notice it, but I did. And it always bugged me a little bit that, you get a gathering of freckles right there, and then the rest of the forehead is really, really white. And a couple of other spots on my cheeks also. And then, like I said before the last video, my eyes always seem to be a concern of mine. I guess it was about 3 years ago when I went to Ulta, and I was like, help me cover this up. And the girl at the time said, well, you can get most of it, but not all of it. You're always going to have a little something showing. But I think my allergies a lot, and my eyes are slightly set back, just enough to create these shadows. And so I found an eye brightener called Stroke of Light. And its description on its box said, immediately brighten the eye areas and diffuse dark shadows while reducing appearance of fine lines and dark circles over time. Both of them do say something about fine lines, and I don't know, I think that they're always going to kind of be there, especially of the age that I am, but this one works a little bit different. This one has a wand applicator, and you put it on around the eye area, and I seem a notice a lot, and then a lot of people too. It's been a long time since I've been complimented, and it seemed like people were kind of going crazy. So I could tell that it was actually helping a little bit. As far as making the colors blend in and go away, I don't think that that's ever going to happen. But at least if I can cover it up a little bit, you know, I can feel more comfortable in my day. But on that visit, I got, I didn't look at it closely, but I noticed that, you know, a shampoo and conditioner bottle. And I said, oh, you know, that's a good size. It's a smaller size to put in a travel bag, especially, you know, for airport security. It's a smaller bottle. And you try to pack as many liquids as you can, and, you know, with bottles of this size. And I actually pulled it out for the first time a couple of weeks ago and noticed that it was Bosley. And I had only heard from Bosley in infomercials, and I didn't know that they were selling it in stores. So I tried it out. You know, I guess my hair really started being noticeably thinner around 30, and I've been concerned about it ever since, and I go and make sure that I have a regular haircut every 6 weeks so I'm not yanking my hair out from tangles. And but you know, I see a little more of my scalp than I'm comfortable with, and then my hair looks flat all the time. And so trying to see if there's something that can slow that process down.